Mario! Mario!
Renegade Reviews here with your host John Paul, and I am excited today because I'm bringing you a game that I love to death. Now this game is awesome, and you know, I really took a break from this series for quite a while because I didn't even actually put any time into 5 and 6 just because I heard about some really bad things about them, and I want to get back and try them now because of how much I enjoyed this game. Now, what I'm reviewing today is Resident Evil Revelations. Yes, you heard me right. I am reviewing a 3DS game. A good system that's out right now that everyone should run out and go pick up. The 3DS is really putting out some good games. They're beating the Vita out for quality and quantity. The Vita does have better graphics, and I'll have a review on that some other time, but the 3DS is where it's at right now. So, without further ado, Resident Evil Revelations. This game right here, bar none, is just loads of fun. You got an awesome story, a long story, a huge story that has so many different facets to it. Such a large plot, so much back and forth, just throwing you around. And I mean, every part of this, every level to this game opens like an episode of Lost or a regular television episode. It just kind of it gives you kind of what has happened previously, you know, in other missions, you know, kind of gets you up to date, and what happened in the last mission gets you up to date with what's going on, and then it throws you into the next mission. And I mean, there's no shortage of, you know, CGI video. I mean, they throw in a lot of extra CGI, and it's done well. This one's actually, whenever the CGI comes on, and I don't use the 3D setting on the 3DS very often at all, but when the video would come on, I was, bam, it's on. I gotta see this in 3D. My eyes will take the pain just so I can see these awesome CGI films. And you know, I mean, just the game is epic. It is epic. It puts you on the ship, and then you're on the ship, and then you're all of a sudden at some test site, and I mean, you're running around all over the place. You play as a bunch of different characters, awesome characters too. The character build up, the backgrounds that they draw into, there's familiar characters, there's some new characters, but all the characters really kind of draw you in. You kind of get personal with everybody. You know, it really hurts you when you see one thing happen or think that another thing happens. This game is just, I can't say enough good things about it. Now, the awesome part about this game, yeah, the story's great. Yeah, the gameplay is awesome. The third person shooting, I mean, it throws all the way back to Resident Evil 2. Much better gameplay, of course, and a lot more enjoyable in my opinion. Resident Evil 2 was kind of a little bit tedious. It's like if you were to put Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 together and they made a baby, that's Resident Evil Revelations. Bar none. I mean, that's about where I stopped, was Resident Evil 4. I haven't gone, you know, 5 or 6, and now I'm going to go back and I'm going to have to sit down and play them. Revelations, excellent game. Now, to get to the most important part. The most important part is the one thing that all gamers care about, and that is replayability. When you have a really good game, and you get to the end and you go, there's nothing else left to do. What am I supposed to do now? Well, not in this game. Once you beat the game, and I don't know, because I just beat it through. I never actually went back to the main screen before beating the game. I just always start and go right back into it. But at some point in time, you unlock a whole other part of the game where you can play missions, or somewhat like the missions you played in the game, but they're run-throughs where you got to clear out the zombies and you got to make it to the other end. And you don't have to clear all the zombies out. You could just run and go, but you know, you want to kind of kill as many zombies as you can, kill as much as you can, so that you can get a completion on it. The more you complete, the more you get done, the more guns you unlock. Now you get upgrades to those guns. Those upgrades go to better weapons, and you get upgraded upgrades. In the main game, you get to upgrade all the weapons you have, but they're singular. Now in the multiplayer, it's also multiplayer, but in the after game, the weapons continually upgrade. As you upgrade, as you level up, the weapons level up. It's a very role-playing game askew in this game. Now, as you all come to find out, I am a huge RPG fan, and this does it right for a gun game, for a Resident Evil game. This tons of replay value, so enjoyable, just looks beautiful. This is my favorite system to have it on. Yes, I've seen it on the PlayStation 3. I've seen it on the Xbox 360. That's nice. They picked up the graphics a little bit, cleaned it up a little bit, and they made it so you can run and gun. Whoop-de-doo. This game right here is just, it's so much better on here. It feels like a Resident Evil game. It feels right when you play it. And the way that it's presented is so much more tense and edge of your seat. I mean, throughout the whole game you're going, what's happening next? This game is awesome. I can't recommend it more. You heard it here first, or second, or third, or wherever you heard it from first, whatever. Thumbs up to them. But you're hearing it right here from Renegade Review. And your host John Paul is telling you, you need to go get Resident Evil Revelations today. And you need to pop it in your 3DS, or in your PS3, or your Xbox 360, or your Wii U, and you need to play it today, because this game is awesome. It's solid, and it is worth every penny. I think you can pick it up for pretty inexpensive right now. It is excellent, but make sure you add this to your collection. I'm John Paul with the Renegade Reviews, saying thank you for watching. Rate, comment, I don't care, subscribe.